Hey, my name's Stephanie Barbosa. I'm a DJ at KTUH, and this is my Manoa experience. Well, I'm originally from Brazil. I moved here around when I was 6 years old, then came to Hawaii. English is my second language, so I speak Portuguese as my first. I've been spinning at KTUH since the ending of 2009. That's when I started training, and then I've had my show since the present day today, so almost 2 years. My show is technically a rock slot. It's on Wednesdays from noon to 3, so by KTUH that's a rock slot, but I play first 2 hours of indie pop, rock, and then some electronica, and then I save the last hour of my show for Brazilian bossa nova. I was an athlete in high school. I was kind of like, you know what, like I'm done playing sports, I kind of want to try something different, and then I heard about KTUH and always listened to it on the radio and was like, why not try and sign up for KTUH and see what happens, like playing music for people, and why not? Thanks for tuning in to KTUH 90.3 FM Honolulu. Feel free to stream live at k2h.org, digital cable 866, up on the North Shore 91.3 FM, and the windward side is 89.9 FM, and for all you townies, it's always gonna be 90.3. I'm your host, DJ Zilla. Thanks for tuning in. It's my so-called show. Enjoy. Like, KTUH is my family. I call a lot of the DJs there my really, really good friends. You bond with them, you talk about like music, you know, it's just like you find the people like that you have the most in common with, like, you know, about music. And I think my favorite memories were just like playing out. I think Bonsai Sushi, we used to play every other month at Bonsai Sushi in North Shore, and we just like throw this huge rager, and it's really cool because North Shore, they're such big fans for us because they're the only frequency that can really catch us. And so whenever we go down there, we have so much support, and it's always like a really, really fun party. We have like 10 DJs who are playing like anything from like dub to reggae to like house to electronica, like, and it's just like super fun for like 6 hours straight. So that's a really good memory. Coming up next, we got some Rat-a-tat, some Midnight City by M83, a couple remixes, some Little Dragon to end the 2 o'clock hour. And then I will head off and DJ Squid will take over with his show, Kittens of Mass Destruction. Until then, I'm your host, DJ Zilla. Thanks for tuning in to my so-called show. Questions, comments, concerns, 956-7261. I think when it comes to having your show, you have a lot of freedom. You can, you know, you play like what you want, you take requests, whatever, but when it comes to playing live, you have like a handful of people, a variety of people who, majority of them are exposed to only like top 40 and stuff, so yeah, like you want to play different stuff, you want to play stuff that you really like, that you know people are going to like, but you have to please the crowd. You have to. That's your job when you're playing out. You know, you're not there to just play what you want to play. Like, you have to play what everybody wants to like play and listen to, you know, and then mix it up. And you know, there's always good resources when it comes to like remixes and mixes and whatnot. So it always like, you have to just like feel the vibe and see how it is. Nah, everyone has a guilty pleasure. I just think I have a lot. Honestly, it's probably like this genre in okay, no, I'm not gonna even talk about that. I'm gonna be honest. My mom took me to a Ricky Martin concert, and I never forgot it, and I thought it was awesome. I had way too much fun. I was like, I stood up on the chair, I was like 6 years old, me and my mom were dancing the night away, and I will always listen to one of his songs once a year just to bring back that memory, because it was such a great memory. But that's it. Just that. I'm your host, DJ Zilla, signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in to my so-called show. Every Wednesdays from noon to 3, first 2 hours of indie, pop, rock, electronica, remixes, and mashups. And I saved the last hour for my show for Brazilian bossa nova, but today, since we had our little power outage, I decided to continue on with the little indie set So anyway, thanks for listening. 956-7261 for your last comments, questions, concerns. And if you digged what you're listening to, djzilla.tumblr.com. Enjoy DJ Squid up next.
I never met a girl who makes me feel the way that you do. You're alright.
I'm DJ Zilla at KTUH 90.3 FM, and I have my so-called show. No, wait, that's really bad. That wasn't even like, that didn't even make sense.
Look out, baby, 'cause here I come.
That'd be helpful.
Okay, I can do sign language. I'm DJ Zilla at KTUH. My show is My So-Called Show every Wednesdays from noon to 3. First 2 hours of indie, rock, pop, electronica, remixes and mashups, and I save the last hour of my show for Brazilian bossa nova. You can check out my blog spot at www.djzilla.tumblr.com.